Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Wednesday. Okay. Happy hump day. Happy almost Friday. Happy middle of the work week for those of us who work, regular work week jobs and whatever. Okay. Happy almost Friday to us. Okay. Because I can't wait for Friday and stuff. Okay, so I hope everybody's having a good day. We're gonna have a good chat today. Okay, because I said so. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of gossip chat about a few things in the blog or whatever. We're gonna have a quick little conversation. Okay, a open conversation about reality TV, these four producers, and what they have done to the states of reality TV. Okay, as I'm adding ice to my little cup, if y'all hear clanking, it's just adding my ice in there. Okay, but I have been thinking for a while about other conversations. Hold on. Okay, other conversations I wanted to have regarding just the state of reality TV. Who's ruined it? Who's helped it? Okay, have people created monsters? I would say a couple have because that's what it is. But I want to have that conversation, okay? Because between Bravo, VH1, MTV, WeTV, OWN TV, all these different networks, that all of these producers right here have been on. And I was like, I didn't want to have a conversation. Okay, I wanted to have the talk, which I feel like we could have been had a long time ago, but we're going to have it tonight. So, again, I hope everybody had a great day. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be about 2 hours. Okay, that's our usual. Wow, and I can't ask y'all for no more time than that because I want to chill out and lay down because I'm a bit tired. Okay, but I do want to say hello. And please make sure that you've already subscribed to my channel. Okay, make sure that you have liked the video. So like the video. Okay, please and thank you. Okay, I was gone for a little bit of a minute. I'm back trying to get myself back into the algorithm and stuff. Okay. And so yeah, liking the video, comment in the comment section, hit the little share button, share me with those who you follow on social media. You can share me on Twitter, you can share me on Facebook or whatever and stuff. Okay, share me with those who follow you. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok because it's the thing to do. Hi, hi. Hello, 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 hello. Even hello to Marlo's Lift. You know, Marlo's Lift. Marlo's Lift. Hi to everything, to Marlo's Lift, to y'all Lifts, or whatever else is around here. Okay, we want to say hello. Okay, to people who have lifts or not in their house. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We love them. I'm trying to make sure my braids don't look crazy. Okay, we love, people with lists, no less, and stuff. Okay, so hi, how y'all doing? How is everyone doing? I hope we all have a fantastical day, because ain't nothing else, ain't nothing left to do besides have a good day. Okay, if you did not have a good day, you'll have a good night, one way or the other, because we is gonna be around here having a good time, and that's all, because that's what we do on the corner. Okay, now look, let me say hi to my people. Hey, how y'all doing? How was everyone doing? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Happy hump day, okay? I hope y'all will like the video, okay? It's time to do. Hello to the people. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Oh, Lord Jesus, okay? I'm trying to say hi to all the people. Okay, we are here. We are here. And that's all that matters, is that we are here and stuff. Okay, we are here. Mama, where you at? Let me see where I'm at. Hey, Ma. Hey, Ma. That's my mama. Okay. Yeah. Send the FaceTime, my mama. Because I'm being nice and I'm sharing my mama with y'all. Okay. Wipe my screen off so it don't look fuzzy. You at home? Oh, she's at home.
I made it home, child.
You say hi to the people.
Hey to the people. Hey to the JayBirds and the guests and all the other folks on this good Wednesday for the chit chat.
Happy Wednesday.
Say what?
I would say happy Wednesday.
Yes, definitely happy Wednesday. All right, JayBirds, y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment in the comment section. Throw all the support to JayLeesCorner way, y'all. Appreciate you all. Have a great day.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
So y'all either get my mama, you know what I'm saying, when I can, if she's up and she's watching. Okay. Anyway. Okay, I'm trying to be sure, because I know I've seen people say how, you know what I'm saying, they love the relationship I have with my mom, and it, helps them, in life. So I'm like, I try my best to say, hey, look at my mama here too, okay? But hey to the people, hey, y'all say hey to my mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Okay? That's just me being nice, okay? Now, look, I had plans to do this live. I planned it, I think, last week. I was like, I want to have a conversation. See, the first inkling of me wanting to have this conversation was, I was like, Carlos King around here, and he is consistently talking about reviewing everything Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. And I was like, is that hurting, his show? Is Carlos King's obsession with Bravo ruining his own shows? So that's where the first thought came in from. And I'm like, wait, not just Carlos, Carlos stuff. I've been talking about Shawnee, Mona Scott. So I was like, you know what? I need to have a producer, live conversation with the peoples. And that's what we have today. But there are a few other gossip topics I want to discuss too, because a few things happened today, and I like having a finale, which would be, you know what I'm saying, all beef down here. But we need some extra things to discuss in the beginning, okay? And so that's what the shared save stuff on my IG is for. Okay. So again, if you are here, welcome to the chats. Welcome. Have a good time. Get you some water or whatever it is you drink in your cup. Okay. Have a seat. You know what I'm saying? Get upstairs however you can, and then come around here and have a good time with us. Now, let's get it started. We're gonna be 10 minutes in, okay? And I want to go chill out. Y'all want to watch? What come on tonight? Some come is it Teen Mom? Because I'm watching Teen Mom again. I think I want to watch Teen Mom today. But last night I did not mean to be up here until midnight. I was like, Lord Jesus, I do not want to be up here till midnight tonight. So we're gonna keep it, we're gonna keep it clear to not be around here, for a long, long time. Okay, not at all. Mommy, I appreciate you as well. What's up, party people and stuff? Okay. Love your energy and positive vibes. I look forward to your channel and relaxing and decompressing after my 7 a.m. to whatever. Well, you know what? We're just happy to have you here. Okay, we're just happy for it. Okay. I try my best, even on my days if I don't go the best. I try my best to give out only positive vibes. Even if I'm cussing folks out, I try to be positively cussing people out for the betterment of themselves or whatever. So I appreciate y'all that appreciate me, and I appreciate y'all can sense my aura. Okay, I'm not perfect by any means, but I can say I'm a positive person. I really am. I am. Okay, last night was crunk. Okay, it was hype up in here, and I hope tonight will be the same. Because again, I know for a fact, YouTube take time to let y'all know. I'm about 20 minutes in, and more folk come in. So as they come in, we'll say welcome to the chats. We're gonna have a good time and have good conversations about things. Okay, but let's get into, y'all know. Look, follow, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Follow my mom's told y'all what to do. Listen. Okay, listen to my minds. Please and thank you. Okay. But hi to y'all. Now let me share. You like my ice cream shirt? I like it. Anyway, I bought it from Torrid. Mm-hmm. I caught it on sale. What's from Torrid? I caught it on sale. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I wish I can get it in a hoodie. But you know what I'm saying? I have it in a hoodie, it's had in this, but if they get it in a hoodie, I'm gonna get it. But and they say today was a good one. First of all, and say today was a good day. And y'all see my braids are long. So when I'm sitting here, I'm always moving my braids out the way. Anyway, okay, here we are. Thank you to somebody. Thank you to Otero for the Cash App. It is always appreciated. I appreciate y'all when y'all give me little tippies, little tips. I appreciate it. It goes towards, paying a bill, getting the Snickers, putting gas in my car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But again, thank you for. If you do or don't tip, thank you. Okay, I appreciate y'all. So hey, I love y'all too. I love y'all too. Okay, I love y'all. I love y'all. Anyway, okay. So shared screen. Now it's a bunch of foolishness going on around here, and it's not much though. It's not much. It's just some. Look, y'all. I want a Snickers. I haven't had time to stop and get one because I've been busy or whatever. But I'm gonna stop tomorrow and get me a Snickers because the Toro sent me $10. I'm looking out a Snickers. It damn near cost $10. Okay, it damn near cost $10. Okay, I don't eat candy much at all, but when I have a taste for some candy, I like to make a Snickers bar, a good Kit Kat, brownies with walnuts or peanuts M&Ms. Okay, I'm just saying that's my snack of choice when I get a little snack or whatever. Okay, and then pickles and carrots. Anyway, round here. Okay, round here. Now, first of Where I'm gonna go to first? Okay. Well, look, because it's not much, y'all. It's not much at all. It's not much at all. Okay. But it's things to discuss. Now, I first want to say congratulations, because I'm trying to always congratulate the folks who is out here winning awards and winning medals, because we have to celebrate Black excellence. Okay, and because if we don't, who will? If we don't, who will? Okay, so I do not know how to pronounce her name. Okay, but they do.
Round 5 for the Iowa Hawkeye grad.
And she had just set that nice personal best. Lagi Tusaga.
Lage Tusaga.
Can't even believe.
And Laga, you are the first.
Yeah, Laga. Laga is the first woman ever on the USA team to win the discus. Now, I always think about the principal Trunchable on the show Matilda when I see anybody throwing something, because I remember Tilda, not want to be thrown. Okay, I think of Principal Crunchable. Okay, I don't know if it's the same thing, but she tossed stuff and went far, and she's the first woman. I think Tilda was throwing balls though. I don't think she was throwing this. I don't know. My point is, congrats to Miss Collins. Okay, become the first woman ever in the USA team to win the gold. You hear me? Win the gold with the furthest throw. Okay, so we have to be sure to.
I have all the feels and no words. It's amazing.
Clutch. Round 5 for the Iowa Hawkeye grad.
When somebody say I can trust you further than I can throw you, she can throw pretty far. Okay, so congrats. I will learn how to pronounce her name eventually, but right now I don't know. Okay, but because I had seen, it, I want to see. Okay, again, first woman. Okay, she looked like us, so congratulations. Through a 4-meter personal best, and because the first one ever to win for the USA. Because folks don't want to celebrate us, so we have to do that. Okay, if won't nobody celebrate us, I will. All up and through. Okay, so congrats to Miss Ma'am and Miss Lady. Okay, now also, Blueface. Okay, Blueface said somebody, eat him. Okay, he was around there boxing. I'm like, why is he boxing? Is he a boxer? I mean, do I want somebody to box out Blueface? I mean, yeah, he's a bit aggravating. Okay, but he was around there, and it's video of YouTube and acting funny. So I'm not gonna show nothing. I'm gonna say, so he was in the gym boxing. He supposedly had a match coming up sometime in October. And some random man came in blue jeans. I'm like, first of all, anytime you see somebody in the gym in blue jeans, I mean, not shorts, like pants. Why that man was in pants, blue jean pants in the summertime in the gym? He looked like he was up to no good, okay? But him and Blueface was like fussing or whatever, little dispute. They was fighting a little bit, and then dude supposedly, allegedly, and it's a whole inflict. Okay, now Blueface told people he got, I don't want to say that. Blueface said it. Okay, so he canceled the fight he has coming up in October, saying he won't be healed by then or whatever. It was allegedly, a little leg, little leg cut. And because you only can see the surveillance video of the gym, there's no audio. So we don't know what was being said at all. With this thing, you can see when things getting heated. It was getting heated. Fussing. There was somebody in between them trying to break it on up. Okay. And he then said, oh, my leg. Oh, my leg. I can't box. Can't walk. Okay, so we glad he not gone. Okay, but I feel like you, sir, you look. Karma. be coming around. And sometimes they come around, it be just slicing and dicing around here. It won't take you out, but it will for sure, it will for sure be like, what you doing? Okay, what's going on? So we're gonna wish that man a speedy recovery, a little bit, little bit, little bit. Now, Nicki Minaj. We know Nicki Minaj had been swatted. Swatted means how your leg is stabbed. In the video, it's funny to me. The video does not show it. The video only shows Blueface boxing, dude walking up, a little fight ensues, so you don't see it. But because YouTubers, I don't really want to show somebody fighting. I don't want to take a chance. Okay, so it's all over the blogs. Did I post? I didn't post on my thing because I don't like Blueface. But Brady was on my chair. When you hear someone say, "I got stabbed, I gotta cancel my fight," and then you see a picture of this like a body part and a little bit of blood, little bit, and like a bandage. I'm like, did you pinch the bitch? Was it a pinch? So I don't know, but he said he'll be okay, but he can't fight. He can't fight no damn way. Anyway, Nicki Minaj was around here getting swatted. Okay, meaning somebody kept calling 911 and reporting, oh, the baby's being abused. Oh, her house is on fire. Reporting fake things, which sends all the popo to your crib, okay, and disturbs your day. So Nicki had tweeted initially, to the woman who made those swatting calls to my home, was it worth it, Dumbo? Okay. She then said, Stephanie, name blurred out, a warrant is in the system. Great detective work. So grateful. The DA filed 1 count for the swatting call and 1 for the false report to DCFS. I feel like if you don't like Nicki Minaj, okay, that's fine. You don't have to like Nicki, but I feel like you should not be around here, faking phone calls and swatting, because what happens is you're gonna get caught. Now I feel like I need people to understand in 2023 there is no private, thing. There is no, you can do something and no one can lead it back to you. Not if you're Nicki Minaj. That just don't happen. So, Nicki said, Stephanie gave lady first and last name. Now, I also feel like doing that can allow folks to go ahead around there and dox that girl. Because y'all know Nicki fans kind of crazy. Y'all know Nicki fans. Some of them are a little bit cuckoo-cuckoo. Okay? So, Nicki like, well, it was Stephanie so-and-so. I was like, ma'am, you're going to be arrested and you're going to be doxxed. They're going to release your information to people's. Okay, it's stupid. So, was it worth it? Now, what if the one, well, I feel like if you send the police to my house, if you give the police my address and keep sending them here, can you then sue me for releasing your name to the public and they then find you and they make your life miserable? Could the fans sue Nicki if by Nicki putting her name out there, it gets the lady, like harassed or whatever? I just wonder. Okay, but we shall see what happens with that. Okay, now Portia posted this on her thing, and now I'm going to let's share it. Okay, we've been talking about Portia since we were talking about the Kenya Moore interview yesterday. How we saw the old Arsenio Hall interview, whatever, and things Portia said before. But Portia said, she was watching. Y'all know Portia on the show. Portia is on a show called Stars on Mars. I don't know anybody who's watching Stars on Mars, because I feel like, what's the point of a show about stars being on Mars when they really on a set somewhere that look like Mars. They're not really on Mars. I'm like, if they want to be, if you want to put celebrities in the house, just do that. Why they gotta be fakely on Mars? Anyway, but Portia said while watching the show of herself on Stars on Mars, where she had her short hair, she was like, "Oh, my short hair is amazing." Okay, and so she took a picture of her short hair now, and she said she looked like Berenstain Bears. I mean, she could be the mama. She could be the mama. Now the thing about it is, Portia, just put some water. Okay, the hair look a little dry. I just wash it. Maybe she just put her wig off or whatever. You know, it's been pulled down with a stocking cap or whatever, and it looked different or whatever. Okay, but I was like, it's okay to look like Berenstain Bears right now. That's fine, but put some lotion in your hair. Not lotion, some oils. Okay, put some oils in there, because if not, it's gonna look a little dry forever. Anyway, let's get to let's do it right here. Okay, a former NYP officer charged for allegedly sharing confidential information with her boyfriend, who happens to be a gang leader. I'm like, first of all, that sounds like an episode of SVU. Okay, because why? First of all, ain't nobody worth your freedom or your job. Okay, if you not doing something, I'm not going to jail for my mama and DJ. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But not something illegal. You can't do something illegal. Like, it's one thing to try to protect your people or whatever because somebody trying to hurt them. That's one thing. But if somebody did something wrong and it's between you and them, I mean, they did it. So, former NYP officer Gina Mestre, 33 years old, faces a slew of charges after allegedly sharing confidential information with her gang leader boyfriend. She's accused of having an intimate relationship with Andre Dunn, also known as Cabello. Okay, the recognized leader of the Bronx-based gang, not the Shooting Boys. That's a dumb name. The Shooting Boys, they all be shooting people. Anyway, now she was arrested. Stupid. On August 15th, faces 4 counts: racketeering conspiracy, max 20 years. Conspiracy to obstruct justice, max 5 years. Conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, max 20 years. And accessory after the fact to murder and aid of racketeering, max 50. Bitch, is you dumb? That's like 50 years. 20 plus 40. No, I'm sorry, 60. That is 60 years. You're stupid. Why would you do that? Why? That is the dumbest shit ever. Okay, the Shooting Boys gang is a criminal organization based in the Bronx, and since 2017 they have sold drugs, used guns, and did all. They out here ganging. They doing gang things. Okay, stupid. It says prior to her indictment, she was an officer from July 2013 to May of 2022. She was 9 years on the force. 9 years. December 2020, she allegedly used secret social media accounts and phone numbers to talk to her boyfriend, and they soon became intimate. Okay. She allegedly gave him and his crew confidential info about an impending federal indictment, helped the gang conceal their criminal activity, and disclose a witness identity, which allowed the gang to beat the person up. Now, the boyfriend, okay, he was killed in 22. Girl, he was killed in 2020. No, I'm sorry. He shot and killed a rival gang member. I'm sorry, y'all confused. The boyfriend shot and killed a rival gang member, was caught on footage Okay. It said she was one of the officers to identify him as a suspect. A manhunt ensued, searching. She helped him flee the country. She going to prison. She going to prison. She helped him flee the country, y'all. 10 members of the gang were hit with 15 RICO charges. Lord. I'm reading because I'm like, well, I'm trying to read too. It says in March 2022, 10 members of the boys were fencing, including the member of. Oh, he was arrested in the Dominican Republic, and he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. Look, for what? If I'm gonna help you get away, I'm gonna help us get away. We both gonna leave. Okay? That's just stupid. That's just dumb. It's stupid. And now you and your look, ain't no dick good enough for that. Ain't not a mountain high, not a valley low, nothing. Hell no. Hell no. Okay? Most stupid stuff, okay? This person said somebody, look, y'all.
I almost died. Somebody threw a spear through my car tonight.
First of all, when she said somebody threw a spear, I said, bitch, a spear? Like a long knife? Like a knife with a stick on it? A spear? Are you sure it's a spear?
And just thought I'd show y'all how bad it is. But yeah, went into my steering wheel and
Dora Elijah threw it. What did she do?
Everything. So, yay me.
Where do you even get a spear from in 2023? Like, who sells spears? Like, what bag do they have that a spear fit on? First of all, that looked like a man-made spear. Okay, was it made in prison? I just don't understand. And like, where was they standing to throw it, chuck it through her window? Because you have to, you got to put some weight on it. You know what I'm saying? It has to have the velocity to make it across the street through the window, and you hope to the person.
So yeah, guys, I almost died. Somebody threw a spear through my car tonight. And just thought I'd show y'all how bad it is.
I mean, is she fucking a who man she fucking? Maybe it's our I just they use a vibranium. I'm like, I just don't know. If I was driving and someone threw a spear through my car and I lived, I would be like, bitch, I gotta live in the water because the streets ain't safe. Right? You call, hey boss, look, I can't come in tomorrow. I gotta go get my car fixed. Somebody threw a spear through. Somebody threw a spear through my window. I gotta get my window fixed and my gear shaft fixed, steering wheel fixed. Why? Well, somebody threw a spear through my bitch. What? You fired? You will get fired for saying someone threw a spear through my. But you know what? That's why. Hey, I have to get the video proof. I gotta show y'all the whole thing. I said that's a spear because it's the knife on the end. It's the knife on the end for me. So y'all be careful now. They out there throwing spears these days. And we don't understand why they throwing spears. Who I want to do first? The white lady who was drunk or the fools who was around here? Let's do Janae Aiko and Big Sean. So Janae Aiko was requesting a temporary restraining order because a stalker who was causing issues at her show and broke into the house where she lived. Okay, judge, I need a temporary restraining order. Okay, this is the things he's done. He's broken into my home. He keeps popping up at shows. I need a TPO. No, a TPO. Is it called a TPO? I'm sorry, TRO. And the judge said no. I said, bitch, what? Now, it's a 29-year-old man named Craig Lees. People named Craig is crazy. Now, she has a court date for September 14th, but I'm like, why couldn't she get a restraining order until the court date? I don't understand. Who was the judge? Whoever the judge is should be fired. Because if someone say, hey, they keep popping up on my shows, they broke in my house, I need a temporary restraining order because I don't want that person near me. Nah, you're okay. Nah. What? And it's dumb because why? Say no. It's like it's stupid that something terrible has to happen before the law will say stay away from that person. And if something bad happens, I'm from the judge, the court reporter, the teleprompter people, the bailiffs. I'm suing everybody because I told y'all I did not want, not even though that won't stop a crazy person from coming around. What it means is if said person comes around, you can call the police who would have to remove that person from around you. That's the point of the restraining orders. It means if the person comes around you, they're not supposed to, the police can lawfully arrest them. That's the point. Because right now, if the person comes near her, she can't call, like she can't say he ain't supposed to be here. Well, unless it's her property. Okay, so I don't know who that judge was, but I don't like the judge. Okay, and I hope when they go to court on September 14th that they give her a full protection order, and if not, we're gonna go to that judge house and sit on their lawn. Okay, because the fuck. Now, this lady, where's she at? This lady was around a teacher, a third grade teacher, elementary school. Okay, elementary school. Teacher around here at school drunk. Now, me and him were just talking earlier about, kids, going back to school or whatever. And I'm like, hey, kids go back, next week. Why don't the schools just start, after Labor Day? He like, I think more teachers, rather come, start school now to not have to be like in school later on in the season. And I said, well, the lady right here, she didn't care. Because she is at school drunk. Third grade teacher, and I had to say a couple different things because it's a couple different videos of her sitting up there lying. Okay? Up there lying.
To go down as one of the worst first days of school ever.
You're under arrest.
Please don't do this.
It's too late.
No, please, please, please.
Don't cry now. Don't cry now. Look.
You should know. If you hadn't drank anything, you should blow zeros. Makes me think that you are not going to.
Now,
when you at work and they're like, you know what, we're going to give you a breathalyzer. Okay? We're going to give you a whole...
Am I going to get fired?
Honestly, yes. Or you can resign.
We'll either fire you or you can quit. Which one you want to do? Because you're drunk at school.
You're under the influence at school with kids. That cannot happen.
Can I check your
You are a third grade teacher, ma'am.
eyes?
Yeah.
Can I stand up?
They should have had the kids watching, and this should have been a do not drink, kids. This is what can happen.
We go through the entire test, but stand with your feet by your side, hands down to your feet, side to side.
The footage is all police cam, not the police. Is body cam footage.
Still the hill. There you go. All right. Just follow the tip of my pen. Your eyes are eyes only. Do you understand?
She drunk. She been drinking. Ma'am, just take me to jail. I know I'm drunk. She want to laugh.
You drank recently. You're under arrest.
Please don't do this.
It's too late.
No, please, please, please. I can't do this, please.
Ma'am.
Stand up.
Can you just...
No, I said I'm done.
No, just... No. Can I just walk out without the handcuffs on? No, please just let me walk out.
No, it's policy.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
If I'm a white woman, I cry. You should let me go. You should let me go.
Please don't do this. Please, I just want to talk to you.
I said, ma'am, you got drunk.
You just talked to me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, will you just please talk to me?
I've tried talking to you.
Well, you're not talking to me now.
I feel like it's on you. It's on you.
I don't want.
Hey, it's over. You had your chance. You've done nothing but lie, and then you wipe the.
Can you imagine in school? Is that Miss Patterson? Y'all see Miss Patterson getting arrested? She in handcuffs, y'all.
Step out to try to hide your evidence.
A perp walk through the elementary school.
We're not going to go in front of the kids, are we?
At this point, it doesn't really matter.
Well, it does matter. It doesn't matter.
Why does it matter?
You didn't care when you came to school drunk or drank at school.
You concerned that the kids you came to the school drunk.
Observing you in classroom.
And was lying. That's the gotcha. They sat there and kept asking her, have you been drinking?
It
No.
looks like something's off a little bit. And so I've asked Officer Dean to come in here and visit with it. Have you taken anything that's, do you have a prescription for anything that maybe you have taken today that just seems like you're not the same person that I talked to this morning?
When he said, I talked to you this morning, and you ain't the same person. Did you take anything, since I talked to you this morning?
I did take some medication last night to help me with sleep because I have some anxiety stuff.
So that's how you know she's drunk. Because he asked you, since you've been here, not last night, but since I talked to you this morning, have you took anything? She said, well, last night, before bed, I took some stuff. Ma'am, that ain't what I asked you. You can't even comprehend what I'm saying to you.
That's I can't think of the name of it right now, but I could look it up when I get home.
So you haven't taken anything while you were at school?
No.
Would you be willing to take a breathalyzer test?
If I have to.
If I needed to, yeah.
Okay.
Blow, 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 blow.
All right, stop. Good job.
Once you at work and the police is there and they're asking you questions and you know you've been drinking, you already know this. Your boss is there, the police is there. It's like, what are we doing here? No, I took some stuff last night. No. And once they're giving you a sobriety test, you know you're drunk. Look at this.
Observing you in classroom, it looks like.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
You want to tell me the truth? How much you had to drink?
I drank last night.
There's no way you drank last night.
Well, I did drink last night.
Did you drink at school? Is what he's asking you. Tell us the truth.
I didn't drink at school.
That wouldn't blow that right there.
You blew 2 times the
The legal limit in the morning on the first day of school.
I did.
Yeah.
I just don't believe you right now. I think you're lying to us.
Okay, I drank on the way to work.
Okay, so it went from I didn't drink nothing to I took some pills last night for my anxiety to I was drinking last night to I drank on the way to school. So ain't that a DUI?
I'm glad that you told us that.
I went to work here. I went to work here.
Yeah. So tomorrow at 9:00. Now let's call somebody and have them pick you up.
Somebody can come. Not again. someone can come get you because you said you drove, you got drunk driving here. Okay.
No,
At least at that point, you wasn't drinking on the premises.
I can't call my husband.
Do you have anyone else you can call?
You have a friend that can come pick you up?
I don't know.
Okay, no more games, right?
Yeah.
Other than that.
Oh, he pissed.
Okay, no more games, right?
Yeah.
Other than that.
The fact that he went to get her stuff to let someone pick her up, he come back with her cup that she been drinking out of.
My juice.
Gonna try again. That there is wine.
I thought that was from yesterday.
Did you drink it up here yesterday?
Well, I brought it from home.
I'm gonna have Spencer come in the back.
Can I just walk out without that?
And she was arrested. This is the gotcha. It's the fact that they kept asking you, what's wrong? You're a little bit different. Have you been drinking? Brought you the cup you've been drinking with. What was in this cup? Oh, I had some juice. Ma'am, it's wine. So that means you drove to work drunk, was drinking on the premises of the school around elementary school children. You're going to jail. But I feel like, I'm a white woman. Don't do this. I want to work here. Don't do this. And they said, ma'am, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Okay? She lied. They kept asking and she kept lying. So, I mean, she deserves to go to jail. Now, she's 53 years old. Okay? They gave you more chances to say what you were doing. Yeah, look, I had a drink this morning. Why did you keep the cup? Why? So now she's arrested. That's what she gets. Look, you can't be around. I know kids are bad. I understand kids are bad. They get on your nerve. It's the new season for school or whatever. I get all of that. Get drunk at home. Do not get drunk on school property. It becomes a different crime at that point in time. Speaking of stupidity, these fools.
Ended with a violent shootout.
You fuck around and find out. So these
the gunfire
around here was knocking on doors, pretending to be the maintenance people. And then when they thought wasn't nobody home, they came and tried to kick the door in. However, the owner was home and started blasting. Pow, 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 pow. Look, first of all, stop trying to rob people. Okay? Just stop it. Now, luckily, they have arrested the person who, well, at least one of the guys, those two guys. They've arrested them. But
PM.
Maintenance.
A man who claims to be a maintenance worker shows up outside an apartment door at a complex off of Gannon Lane in Oak Cliff.
A burglary attempt at a Dallas apartment.
Oh, yes, they came to check your air filters.
Ethan Rodriguez.
Stupid. And I feel like this is my thing when I saw the initial clip for the news thing. The fact that he was talking to his phone, but through the doorbell camera, and said, "Hey, you can't come in to change the filter. I ain't there. Come back a different day." But he was home. And then the fact that him and his buddy came trying to kick the door in, and dude said, "Not today." Pow, 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 pow. I would have shot through my door. I think he must have shot like through the window. I would have opened the door and just emptied the clip. Because if you around here trying to break in my house because you think I ain't home, you dumb. Like me, like with my main staff, I say, look, don't walk in my house without telling me you're gonna be here. Because if I'm in my room sleep, I can't hear anyone knocking on my door. I can't hear it. So I'm like, look, don't y'all come knocking to change some shit. Y'all think I'm at home and y'all come in to do something. Y'all didn't call me. Because if I'm home, you're gonna die. Because to me, no one is supposed to be in my space but me and who I know is up in here. And y'all ain't supposed to be up in here. So I always tell my minister, look, don't y'all come in my house thinking I ain't home and not calling me because you will die. Yeah, he said he saw the one dude with the pow in his hand. And so he let shots off. But I would have let shots off close to where they was. I want to get you. I want to clip you in the hip, something. You know, I agree. You know, when I saw I'm like, dang, you saw the bullets going straight across the the apartment next door. That's why I'm like, was it a window they shot through? And so they felt like, the bullets would not go through the brick. But I'm like, if someone was a home across the street, the bullets is in their shit now. Now, dude had right to protect himself, absolutely. But it's dangerous. But look, if you come around here uninvited, you not gonna make it home to your family. It ain't gonna happen. Crossing my threshold of my door means you want to see Jesus forever. You want to live in the beyond. And anyone coming around here trying to break in folks up or just coming in unannounced, you want to try Jesus. Don't try me. I'm happy arrested though. Stupidity. This dumb for no damn reason, okay? Now, a little bit of other something. Now, I'm like, it's April out here getting exposed. So y'all know April and Tay Diggs, dating or whatever. Even I said recently, I ain't seen Tay and April put up no like little fun, funny, they used to put up like fun, funny stuff ever so often. Now, I don't know if it was because that, Tay is in the Actors Guild and he can't, post or do that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I said to myself, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I was like, I ain't seen April and Tay post nothing. But I was like, we shall see. April was on live, with her son Mega, and Mega basically snitched on his mama a little bit.
About you drinking, about Tay smoking weed. He don't smoke weed. Yes. Did he ever smoke in front of you? Exactly. But I smelled it.
I'm like, why? First of all, April's on live. It's low. I don't know if it's low for y'all too. It's really low. April on live, and the son like, Tay be smoking weed. I'm like, first of all, why he know?
Panties out the camera about you drinking, about
Mama, you drink. Tay smoke weed. I'm like,
Tay smoking weed. He don't smoke weed. Yes. Did he ever smoke in front of you? Exactly. But I smelled it. He does edibles, baby.
The fact that look, this to me is a moment of no live ended fuss at your child because you should never be saying stuff like that. That ain't in a child place. Why you bring up my drinking? Why you are snitching on me and my alleged boyfriend? Okay, he's snitching.
Stop saying that on a live. You don't smoke weed. I'm telling y'all the truth. No, you're not. Edible weed. So
tell me about Tay smoking edible. Tay smoke weed. And he's like, Tay don't smoke weed. He do edibles. I'm like, why is this even a conversation? The kid, he like 8.
Tay don't smoke weed. He doesn't put weed to his mouth and smoke it. That's not what Tay does. He will do a weed edible. There's a difference. Everybody saying, where is Tay?
Because folks been asking if they broke up because we haven't seen them together. Asking your son, where's Tay? Now, he already done snitched on you on Tay for drinking and smoking weed. What are you going to say now?
He ain't here.
He ain't here.
Where is he? He ain't here. He working. He ain't working.
He ain't working.
He ain't here.
He ain't working. He ain't here.
She's working. She's not working. He ain't here.
He ain't working. He ain't here. I'm like, Lord, he's a snitch.
We ain't know specifically if he's working or
We don't know specifically if he's working or not because he ain't here.
not. Did he text you? Yes. No. Show me the text.
What? Did he text you? Show me. Why? I'm like, why is the live still going?
Oh my God. Show me the text. He just sent me a video yesterday, baby. Me and Tay talk all the time. It's only for y'all. She's lying.
Not him. She lying to y'all. I would have popped in my mouth if I called my mama a liar on live.
Lying. Megan, do you want me to show you the text? Show me. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
She actually she's showing her son text that she got text by him. Why?
That was yesterday, not today. We don't. I thought you were talking about you talk to him every day. No, you don't always have to say talk to everybody every day. But actually have a sleepover at Paris.
I'm like, first of all, he should get his ass whooped. I'm like, why does he know about weed smoking, you drinking? I'm like, to me, that's crazy. And he's like, no, I know Tay, I be smelling it. I know Tay smoke weed. I know it. And then she's like trying to reason, like, well, no, he don't smoke weed. He do edibles. Like, he'll do edible. And I'm like, at what point do you not say, son, be quiet. Stay in the child's place. Because now folks feel like, first of all, they feel like your child is rude and too grown. And I'm like, when he was, show me. I can tell you shit. I'm the adult. And I'm like, also, your children should not be in your relationship. Children should not be in. Now, they can know who your man is and that, but they should not be in the in and outs. Oh, mom will take talk all the time about this and that and that and this. It's like, no. Well, first of all, he aired you out. Mama lying. Mama be drinking. Tay be smoking. Okay, they don't talk every day. He ain't here. We don't know where he at. I'm like, that's seen too much. Look, I'm all for kids being open communicators. I'm all for kids express themselves. But no child should be around here saying they mama business. That's why you got to be careful who you allow on live because it's live. And even if she deleted it live, everybody seen it. And see your son say, mama lying. She's a liar. He ain't called you today. That was yesterday. He ain't called you today. He ain't here. We don't know where he at because he ain't here. He ain't here. I was like, Lord Jesus. So we will see if April and Tay pop up. Look, if they broke up or not, I don't know. You know, maybe Tay is somewhere working. He can't act because, you know, it's an actor strike. So maybe he doing some. It's an actor. Maybe he's somewhere producing. Maybe he's on Broadway because Broadway ain't shut down. All I know is her son is a snitch. He's a snitch and he told. Okay. Now, Lizzo. Was it Lizzo next? Yes. Lizzo is allegedly going to countersue the folks who said she was doing stuff. So she's going to sue the dancers who sued her. And per her lawyers, she's going to sue them for malicious prosecution because photos of them girls at that at the naked burlesque show have popped up. Now, we know the girls were saying Lizzo was out here being mean. Her team was being mean. they were put in these situations that they were uncomfortable in, and they could not believe it, and all these things. So we all know that happened, okay? Well, allegedly, okay, the 3 days is this photo right here for TMZ. I can't leave it up long, y'all, because y'all know how TMZ is, okay? But per them people, they was at the show smiling. The same dancers, okay, the same dancers who were saying they were at the show were very uncomfortable. They did not like it. They did not want to be there. Those same dancers, there are photos of them at the show, happy-go-lucky, having a good time. Allegedly, they went back to the show themselves to have a good time. Okay, allegedly. So Lizzo team was saying, how can y'all be around here complaining about me taking y'all there and how y'all would not want to be there, did not want to go there, but y'all went there and was having a jolly old good time. Okay, now look, there's supposedly extra pictures, extra videos showing the ladies having an extremely good time. So I still feel like Lizzo created an uncomfortable environment. Yes, I feel like Lizzo blurred the lines between professional and personal. That part I do believe. I also believe that how they feel is how they feel. Lizzo needs to create strong boundaries, but I don't think Lizzo is really the root of their accusations. It's more that damn that team captain lady and the production companies, who I think is the most of who they fussing with. But Lizzo's lawyers are trying to fight this and say she's gonna countersue because they lying, they making up stuff. There's supposedly also video footage of them having a good time on the tour. So all this stuff they're saying that they did not have a good time. It was bad. Her team is pulling stuff to show, well, how will we know if every time we see them, they're in a great mood and ain't no issue? So we shall see how it all comes up. But her lawyers is like, bullshit. And then lastly, before we get to the producer stuff, Halle Berry, who was married to Oliver Martinez, they broke up in 2015. They were married for 2 years. Okay? They were married for 2 years. They broke up in 2015. They had been divorcing since 2015, 2016. Okay? Now, I feel like Halle Berry keeps getting the short end of the stick. Because y'all know her daughter father, who was I think he was a model, she's paying that man child support and stuff. Okay, she got with Oliver. They got married. Had a son. Broke up, and there was a prenup. There was a prenup, and even though there was a prenup, they had to iron out child support and these things. And now, 8 years later, she has to pay him $8,000 a month in child support. They'll have joint legal and physical. I think if we have joint custody, why the fuck am I paying you child support? And we both have the child equally. Why am I paying you child support? She's to pay $8,000 a month in child support to him. Any income over $2 million, she's to pay him 4.3% of that income. She in addition to that, in addition to the $8,000 per month, in addition to the paying him 4.3% of any income she makes over $2 million, she also has to completely cover the son's school tuition, his extracurricular activities, medical and health insurance, and any uninsured expenses. What the fuck is he doing? Halle would have a child Monday through Wednesday. Oliver would have a child Wednesday through Friday. And they will alternate weekends. And the son will also be in family counseling and individual counseling, but Halle's current boyfriend can't be in the family counseling. I said, I don't understand. I feel like this. When parents have joint custody, when both parents have the kid equal amount of time, why is one? And I get Halle is the rich one, but he's a fucking actor too. He may not be the best actor. He may not be the most popular actor, but at one time he was in that movie. It was him, Michael Douglas. It was a cheating movie. He was cheating with his lady on her husband, and when her husband found out, the husband came to that man's house and hit him in the head with a globe and killed him, wrapped him up in a rug, and disposed of the body. Okay, and unfaithful. Yes, unfaithful. It was a really good movie. He was in that movie. And the minute I read what happened, I was like, see, unfaithful. Unfaithful. And I'm not wishing nothing on that man. I'm not wishing nothing bad on that man. I'm not wishing anything negative on that man. I'm not. I promise I'm not. What I'm saying is, when I think about someone who is an actor who has can work. Okay, and can work. And y'all were married, y'all had a prenup, and y'all have joint custody, but you getting $8,000 a month, and she ain't getting shit from you, and she has to pay you 4.3% on all income she receives over $2 million. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. I don't understand. I am mad. Diane Lane, thank you. Richard Gere, Diane Lane, and Oliver. It's a really. If you have not seen it, it's a really good movie. It was Harrison Ford. Who Michael Douglas in? Oh, okay, I got it. Michael Douglas was in What Lies Beneath, and Harrison Ford was in Unfaithful. Thank y'all. But still, two great movies. If you have not seen those two movies, Unfaithful and What Lies Beneath, those are two really good movies. Because What Lies Beneath starred Michelle Pfeiffer. I get it. But she's covering everything. What is he doing besides babysitting 2 days a week? She paying all expense. Look, what is he? What it said, as well as his ex. I said, so if he doing shit at the daddy house on Thursday, how they got to pay for it? If he had full custody of that baby, that's the only way she should. My thing is, I also feel like I'm not. How can I word this? I'm not saying mothers should abandon their children. I'm saying women are always expected to be the person who has the kids. And sometimes I feel like women should say, you know what? Take them. Their son is 9. The son is 9. Take our son. I'll get him on weekends. I ain't paying you shit. But that would make her look like a bad mom. If she allowed the father to raise the son. You know what I'm saying? Wait, with that? No, she was really owe child support. I just feel like whatever way, like she should not have to share custody, pay all the kids' bills, and pay all this stuff. And like, what is he doing? The kid 9 years old, and she can afford it. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Halle has made a lot of money in her life. You know, she's wrote, produced, acted. You know what I'm saying? And let's see, $8,000 per month times 12. I think it's like $640,000. Oh, it's only wait, that's it. Wait, see, 8,000. Make sure I do the math right now. Oh, it's 900, so it's a little less than $1 million a year. 900. Say, am I doing my math right? It's 8,000. Cause I'm like, what is 8? I'm like, what's 8,000? I think it's 86. So yeah, it's $960K a year. Look, if whatever day if she's supposed to pay him on the 5th of every day, I would pay him on the 5th at 11:59 p.m. Because I feel like if you cash him out, because she can cash him out, here go the money for the whole year, leave me be. But no, I would make sure to sit and be like, no. Wait, what is my math? Am I being dumb? Am I hitting zeros? 8,000 times 12. Girl, I forgot. Girl, I'm so dumb. Yes, 96,000. Girl, I'm so crazy. Okay, so that's a little less than $100,000 a year. I'm sorry, y'all, but I will still only pay. I look. It made me mad, y'all. It made me mad because I'm like, she has him the same amount of time, and I also feel bad because I'm like now the kid is switching. 2 days, 2.5 days a day. On Wednesday is a switch day. So she has a Monday, Tuesday. He probably goes to school on Wednesday. And when he got to school, he then goes with dad. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with dad. And then it alternates weekends. But I'm like, the kid is the one back and forth in it. Halle has just... Halle, girl, get a globe. Get a globe. And a rug, because the fact that she is paying both her baby daddies, because she also pays allegedly, she also pays the first baby daddy $8,000 a month for Nala in child support. And I think his percentage of her earnings is like 2.3%, something like that. It's something dumb. But I was like, men ain't shit. At least the men Halle was with, because I'm like, look, I would get a globe. Anyway, let's get to the producer chat of it all. But first, I need y'all to do me a favor and like the video. I let the whole thing play this time. So, reality TV. I feel like it has changed over the years. It has evolved, good and bad. And I feel like the producers, some have ruined it, some have made it better. And when I thought about producers who we know, producers that we recognize, producers who we feel like can do good, bad, or indifferent things to shows we like, I was like the producers on the forefront that we know of, that are faces of brands, that are faces of shows. I thought about these 4 producers. I thought about Andy Cohen, Mona Scott Young, Shawnee O'Neal, and Carlos King. And I also felt like, who are a couple of the celebrities who they have made household names. Because all of these people who were on their shows were like, we didn't know them. So Andy with Nene, Mona Scott Young with Stevie J, Shawnee with Evelyn, and then Carlos with Martell Holt. Because I feel like those are people who have had scandals, you know what I'm saying? And who I think of usually if I think of the producer. So for me, I was like, who was the worst? Which producer did I feel like did the most damage and messed things up to where I'm like, dang, why did we have that show? Or dang, why did we do this? Or dang, why did we do that? Let me get to, hold on, y'all. I want to look up because I put up their shows. I'm gonna start with Shawnee. Or let me see what I start with. Yeah, Shawnee. I forgot I had the little thing. So Shawnee. Okay. Shawnee, who has had, basketball wives for different locations and all that. I feel like, and I mean short hair Shawnee, not long hair Shawnee, short hair Shawnee. Short hair Shawnee to me has done a lot of damage because they kept on saying, oh, it's going to be a great thing. And Basketball Wives is going to be about helping, the community of the basketball wives and showing the inner circle and blah, 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 blah. But I feel like Shawnee made us feel like we're going to get actual wives of these actual husbands who played in the sports arena or whatever. And we'll see how their lives is. And I feel like over the years, that ain't what happened. The first season that we got, we had all we knew about Shawnee is she was the long-suffering wife of Shaq. Shaq, who was this huge man, this huge basketball player. She's a tiny woman or whatever. But Shawnee made it seem like I'm producing a show. It's about the wives of players and what we went through. And that ain't what we got. It really is not what we got. Now, let me pull up Shawnee's. I went to IMDb because I'm like, I want to see what shows Shawnee has produced. Because sometimes it's easy for us to not know she was the producer of these shows. Now, Shawnee only did Basketball Wives, in my opinion. The other thing Shawnee did to me does not really matter a little bit. Back in 2009, she did the Love Shack. I don't remember that, a TV special. But when Basketball Wives started back in 2010, we all said Basketball Wives LA. Shawnee's home court was like whatever, and then her and that man's special, whatever. Shawnee to me ruined TV because she made people feel like these women live this life of luxury with these men. And the show was really about one or two top dogs, and then let's talk about and dog other people out who we feel like is less than us, because no one really cared about Shawnee in general. No one really knew about Evelyn. And when she brought on, Royce, who came out here, Tammy came on second season. Hell, it was so many different wives who kind of wasn't even wives. That was a goddess to me, how we had people who were not really wives at all. And each season, when a new batch, a newbie would come on, and we would see Shawnee and Evelyn mainly dog them out, it was some bullshit. Now, when I was looking over like all the fights or whatever, Tammy and Evelyn got into the most fights with people on the show, but I feel like I don't feel like Tammy was a bully, except maybe with Mika Claxton. I feel like Evelyn was a bully. I feel like Evelyn was always trying to make herself feel better because of her lack of just, being special, okay? And as the seasons progressed, as the seasons changed, as the episodes and the cities changed, okay? When they brought on the Govanses, we had Drea on it, okay? And when Malaysia first came on, and Malaysia and Laura Govan got into a fight on episode 1, I felt like it was never about this sisterhood of basketball wives, girlfriends, and fiancés. That wasn't what it was. And Shawnee was producing season after season after season of the bullshit. And because she was a producer who was also on the show, and that is the difference, in my opinion, between the producers. Carlos, Mordecai Young, and Andy are not on their shows. They are always producing the show. They're not on the shows. So to me, that is how Tammy ruined shit. Because you can't be cast and producer how Shawnee was. Even though I know Mariah Huck was on the show, and I think she had a producer credit on Married to Medicine, but she wasn't like involved in like hiring and shit, okay? Mariah Huck from Married to Medicine, she always came off as cast. To me, Shawnee always operated as cast, but your boss. And that's why Shawnee ruined it, because too many people gave Shawnee as passes. Shawnee should have been cussed out every season. Solely because she acted as if she was better than the ladies. She acted as if, I'm regular. No, you're not. You around here playing big boss bitch to the people or whatever, and you're not just being cast. And the fact that we went from this as cast to where we are now with cast, and it's really a whole bunch of people who ain't a basketball or a wife. We stuck with people who ain't did much. And all they do is fuss and argue. Have Ponderosas. Let Jackie be Wacky Jackie. And the show is I don't even watch the show no more. But I feel like at one point the show could have been a good thing, but they kept letting people on who would be like drama. And it shouldn't be drama. That was the gotcha. And I feel like she let the power go to her head. And that was stupid. Now, to me, everybody was always fussing, fighting, and arguing. Okay? From Jackie fussing with Brooke Bailey before when they fought. From, Evelyn and fucking Kristen. Okay? We had Tammy was always my ass. Okay? How they treated OG and CC. The fact that they was giving racial comments towards CC was being colorist towards OG. not admitting how Malaysia threw a table at Jen. I feel like they would ignore how a lot of people on the show got passes for shit at one point or the other. But when they felt like teaming up and bullying somebody, they would do that. And I mean, that goes to Shawnee, Evelyn, Jen when she was kissing ass. So I'm like, Shawnee had every chance to make this a great show, to show women can fuss and fight and argue, but work things out. But instead, she kept the toxicness of the show alive, and that's why the show is like it is now. And the fact that Evelyn allegedly left, but she done brought her ass back because the show was worthless to me, in my opinion. Because all they did was fuss and argue. Over the years, they have always done that. And whenever anyone tried to stand up for themselves, to speak up for themselves, to defend themselves, they will be cast out. Everybody gonna jump. Like at one point, that's how they treated Drea, Mika. Okay, they tried that with Royce didn't do it. OG, CC. The fact that Kristen turned on CC and they're like family related was dumb. The show could have had great legs, because I'm not saying shows have to have people always happy-go-lucky and always get along. No, you're gonna have drama. You're gonna have it, but that is not what the show should stay. It should not be, well, we know folks gonna argue. We're gonna cause drama, and then that's gonna be what it's gonna be. And it's like, no. And to me, Shawnee created this culture of, you don't even have to be a basketball wife. Even if you suck a dick of a player, you can come on the show. Okay, if you had kids with a player, you can come on the show. If you dated one time, you can come on the show. And it's a pointless show, because now you don't even have to be a basketball wife. Half these hoes ain't even living the basketball life. The fact that when Malaysia got on the show, she was married to her husband, who we never saw on the show, for one. They got divorced, and she's been living check since then. The fact that none of them I think only Jackie last season, I think I didn't watch, but they said that Jackie took people to Doug's job, Doug coach in Sacramento. But if after all these years, only Jackie took them to a game, or at least to the court, like, how are y'all supposed to be basketball wives? Y'all can't go to a game. The show should have been rebranded to the wives, to the girls, to the peoples, because none of them is basketball. Evelyn ain't never been married to a basketball player. She married a football player for 2 days, and that was it. They had a baby with a baseball player. That was it. And now she's engaged. What that man do? That man she whipping that show she on, that dating show. I don't even know. But I'm like, for what? At least OG man was playing. At least Jackie husband plays. Tammy was married to a basketball player. To me, if you are the ex-wife of a player, that's valid. If you dated a player for at least a couple of years, that's valid. I feel like anybody who was actually in a relationship with somebody while they were playing in the league, meaning you was in the basketball, the wives, the girlfriends, the fiancés, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you should have had to be with someone in the basketball field. Royce was on the show. Royce was on the show at the time because she had a kid with Dwight Howard. makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the people on the show had to be currently a wife. I just feel like the show got to a point where nobody. Come on, I came. Come on, I came. Came to call Savannah, Tamia, Gabrielle. Like this thing. Period. Actual wives. I feel like had the show not went to shit first season, the upcoming season could have had actual wives. But the show went to shit. Once you start bringing on folks who was alleged mistresses, you know what I'm saying? Once y'all was dogging Tammy out because Tammy wasn't, you know what I'm saying, fly like y'all were, the show went from sugar to shit, in my opinion. Okay? So I feel like Shawnee ruined what could have been a great franchise of Basketball Wives, because as the show grew over the seasons, even if you weren't getting the top players, there were other upcoming players who we knew who wives could have been on the show, even if for 1 or 2 seasons. But you around here, in no tea, no shade, Brooke Bailey, Angel Brinks, Duffy, who ain't her name fucking DJ Duffy. I'm like, you bringing folk on who ain't doing what? We don't know y'all. Who are y'all peoples? And I heard this season is 18,000 members. For what? And Shawnee, who still produces the show, but she not really on the show because she married that preacher. And she wants to be next to God now. So Shawnee, as the EP of Basketball Wives, ruined reality TV for that franchise because it could have been amazing. It could have been amazing. And then even knowing that, you know, when we thought Tammy was like when Tammy said we weren't friends, again, we know that was what it would say just to bring folks on the show. Again, they on some bullshit. So as the EP, Shawnee ruined, okay, she ruined this show for me. I'm still pissed at how they did OG. I'm still pissed at how they did OG. I'm still pissed. Even how the fact that Drea would not come back because of how bad the franchise is, I wouldn't either. Not at all. Not at all. So that's my issue with Shawnee's ass. Okay. Now let's move on to Mona Scott Young. Now, Mona Scott Young is a little bit different. Mona Scott Young was, you know, a manager. She was in the industry. She was connected to a lot of people. You know, she was managing like Busta Rhymes and Missy and all them, whatever. Mona Scott, to me, you know, was someone to be. She was a respected producer, manager, entity in the entertainment business within, you know, hip hop culture and all that, rap, all that. Okay, that part we know. Now let's pull up her IMDb, okay? Because Mona Scott Young has produced a whole bunch of shit. Okay, 34 credits. Now, we know she did, you know, After You Escape, boom. However, you know, her Love and Hip Hops, Love and Hip Hop Miami, Atlanta. And if you notice, her Love and Hip Hop stuff, at least for the shows, all ended in 2021. So Mona Scott Young stopped producing the Love and Hip Hop franchises in 2021. That's when they started being produced by other people. Okay, but you know, Love Hip Hop Miami was started in 2018. So she produced from 2018 into 2021. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was started in 2012. She produced that from 2012 to 2021. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, she produced from 2014 to 2020. And Love and Hip Hop New York, she produced from 2021 to 2020. Now, she also did other things before that. You know, Angel Brick's show, she was EP. Tammy show, she was EP. Leave It to Stevie, she was an EP. K Michelle, My Life, she was an EP, was aired for 3 years, 17 episodes. The Amber Rose Show, EP. So she has a lot. Stevie J. Johnson go to Hollywood, EP. The New Atlanta, the EP. The Gossip Gang, EP. Chrissy and Mr. Jones, EP. You know what I'm saying? She EP a lot of stuff. However, she's most known for EPing Love and Hip Hop. Now, Love and Hip Hop, when it first came out, I feel like the premise was we have these rappers or these artists and their girlfriends or their wives or whatever, okay? Their premise was supposed to be seen behind the velvet rope of the hip-hop game, the music of it all, and how they, you know, live with their mans or whatever. You know, season 1 of the hip-hop was in New York, you know, with Chrissy, Jim Jones, Olivia and Rich, who was her producer, Emily B, who was dating Fabulous at the time. Emily B did the show to get Fabulous attention. That's why Emily B was on the show the first time. Samaya Reese, Kim Bella, her first face, and Yandy. And that's Yandy before she got with Mendices. The show was kind of geared around Jim Jones and Chrissy. You know, they were like the king and queen of it or whatever, okay? And where I feel like we saw there was no camaraderie between the women or the men they were dating. Because even though Kim Bella was with Jewels, who we know was the rap partners with Jim Jones, who was with Chrissy, the fact that Chrissy beat up Kim Bella because Kim Bella said she had messed around with Fabulous years ago. So Chrissy, who fought Kim Bella basically for Emily B, it's crazy. Yeah, Yandy is on Atlanta now, but Yandy started on Love and Hip Hop New York. Yandy moved to Atlanta because basically the New York show was canceled, in my opinion. So Yandy, like, you know what, we can just move to Atlanta and be back and forth. But the show, to me, Mona Scott Young has always said, the reason I respect Mona Scott Young is because she said, you know what, we don't force them to do shit. We just record what happened. It's that how they act is how they act. Now, I respect her always saying that, but I also felt like Mona bitch, Dr. Rocks. Y'all will for sure put them in situations that y'all know will cause conflicts. It's like putting 4 hamsters in the room with a wheel to see who's gonna run first. Basically. And that was the crazy part. So the fact that no one really knew where the show would go, you know, it now is a franchise show. And in the beginning, it was more authentic. These storylines were real. You know, seeing Chrissy being the mean girl, trying to pull rank on Samaya Reese. Samaya Reese wanted to be in the music business or whatever. Knowing that Emily was trying to get Fab's attention, like Olivia was trying to sing. Like, I can say the first season was authentic. It was. I enjoyed it. Right. Mama Jones and Chrissy toxic ass relationship was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot, but it was authentic. I feel like it wasn't a lot of music in it. In my opinion, it could be more, but it was. Now the show then expanded from Love and Hip Hop to the Atlanta franchise. Now I was like, when Atlanta came around, and we met, Rashida, we met Stevie J, Mimi, Jocelyn, Erica and Scrappy, K Michelle, Carly Red. You know what I'm saying? The beginning was authentic, but I still felt like it was, the same premise of these kind of washed up rappers and the folks around them. Because at that point, Scrappy wasn't really popping. Rashida wasn't really popping. K Michelle was trying to get, and back in the door, whatever. It was a lot. But we were seeing, K Michelle and her issues with Memphis. Seeing Rashida and Kirk's issues. Seeing Jocelyn and Mimi and the Stevie J shenanigans. The fact that I remember Stevie J from dating Eve back in the day, that sex tape. Mm-hmm. So, and him being the producer of Bad Boy, but Stevie J had not been a producer in years like that. And seeing how the first season, us finding out about Mimi and Stevie, and then Jocelyn, and that shit took off. So the same way I felt like Chrissy was a bully on her show, I feel like on this show, Jocelyn start feeling herself. And in my opinion, the first monster that Mona made was Jocelyn and Stevie J. Jocelyn came on as a former stripper, maybe prostitute, I don't know, who was fucking Stevie J, behind Mimi back. But the fact that we found out later, Stevie, Mimi, and Jocelyn at one point had a threesome, I was like, girl, what is going on? So to me, this show started off good, but kept it kind of basic with the cast. And now, all these years later, all of them are basically still on the show. Little bit more money. Well, maybe not on the show. I think I've seen Mimi on the show. But I feel like Mona, this was when Mona started creating monsters. With Stevie J, with Jocelyn. Those two was insane. Because, see, the fight was crazy. Now, from Atlanta, we also got the, was it Miami or, no, Hollywood. Now, when the Hollywood season came, I could not even find a proper thumbnail for their first season. I also forgot that Soulja Boy used to be on Love and Hip Hop. Okay, the fact that when the show first came on, Tierra Marie was still messing with Ray J. It was Hazel E's first face. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood started off really, really, really good. Once they got into the Masika and the Zell Swag, remember Jason Lee was on there one time? It got so fake and fugazi. And I feel like Mona Scott was like, okay, we're going to keep making franchises and keeping it kind of. I feel like each show, only the first season, maybe first and second seasons was the most authentic. After that, people was coming on here just to be on the show for publicity. The fact that Ray J is not on Miami, and I keep seeing clips on IG, and they throw down is that Princess be gambling. I'm like, who cares? They're rich. April, who at that point in time was with Omarion, got pregnant with the son, also had a daughter, Monique and Fizz. Like, it was so much going on in those first seasons. But I feel like it was no longer about love or hip hop. It was about who fucking and who won't fakely make an album. The only people, in my opinion, who had actual music coming out, was no one here. And then once we got to Love and Hip Hop Miami, okay, and the girl who said she was black and was saying the NIGG word or whatever, girl, you ain't black, you know what I'm saying? A Marla Negra who came off as someone who wanted to be authentically Afro-Latina, but her music did not want it to be about no men, and now she riding fucking on Safari. Trina, the baddest bitch, but still can't get her team together for management. Trick still chasing joy. I don't know what Shay doing. Bobby Light's face has changed completely. He's who he is. Okay, I just feel like a whole lot went down. Cardi B took her music seriously. K. Michelle took her music seriously. Spice takes her music seriously. And Cardi came on and did what was supposed to be done. She came on, made a splash, and left. Cardi came on. Cardi was already, popular before on social media. But musically, her being on the show, people seeing her personality made us like her. And once she had a song, she didn't come back. She didn't need to. She didn't need to at all. The fact that we had Peter, Tara, and the fact that Peter had kids with Tara, married Amina, all of that came out on the show. And while both women knew he was a sucker duck, both got pregnant by him, one after the other, to prove he was still fucking them. I'm like, that's crazy. Now, Amina getting pregnant is like, that's her husband. Tara got pregnant just to spite Amina. I'm like, not birthing babies. I'm like, what? And Stevie J and Jocelyn fighting everyone on stage, insane. Tommy crying and Scrap Daddy on, insane. Okay, Carly red face changing, insane. Rashida husband having a whole baby on her, and we ain't seen that baby since that. Where the baby at? Kirk had a whole baby on Rashida that we ain't seen since a month of Sundays. Mimi knowing Stevie is banging Jocelyn, but still kept kind of entertaining him for a little while or whatever, was crazy to me. Dime was just pretty. Carly Red had a new man every season for a storyline. Every season. Foolishness. The fact that it was a creep squad. Foolishness. Mariah Lynn still fucking around with Rich Dallas. Foolishness. So Mona created a show which was supposed to be about love and hip hop. This was mess. This was drugs, sex, and rock and roll, and straight jackets, and police reports, and arrest records. Mona knew what she was doing. Mona was creating havoc around here, okay? Erica Mina's first face, Chrissy's mold, Kimbella's bad wig, Yenny's looks. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Honey, A1 and Lyrica Mama's fussing all the damn time. Princess and Ray J every season filing for divorce. The show was full. Trina, the fact that Trina has not elevated being on the show season after season is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. Amara, her quinceañera dress, always picking bad men's up and through here. Is the only winner is Cardi B. Cardi B, because of her career, damn, got married, had a baby, she good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's things or whatever. You know, thank God Amina finally, you know, divorced Peter Pumpkin Eater. Mona created these franchises, supposing it was supposed to be about love and hip hop. And that hasn't been the case since like the first season of the shows. Currently, it ain't about love or hip hop. It isn't. It's fake and fugazi shit. The fact that this season Amara is with Safari. Then the fact that Ray J and Princess then went to Zeus, having the show, the conversation, having former members of the show come and have conversations about it, and they will fight on Zeus. Chrissy and Jimmy still ain't married. I think Kimbella like left Jewels. I'm still wondering if Yandy and Medici's marriage is legal. I still want Erica to get that vein looked at. And now Erica on this current season still fucking Safari. When anyone say he wasn't paying child support, he was a back, but you still fucking him. And I feel like, and this gonna sound dumb, y'all. It's gonna sound dumb. Juju was with Cameron, but Cameron didn't really want to be on the show. And Juju, I believe, had a baby recently by somebody else, but Juju broke up with Cameron. But back to Amara and Amara and Safari. I don't feel like they're a bad match. I'm gonna say this. The problem that happened with Safari and Erica Mena, they moved too damn fast. They didn't like date and like hang out and like get to know them. They met, was being messy and petty for social media and got all hot and heavy, had them kids, and they wasn't meshing. I don't mind Safari and Amara getting to know each other. I don't. You're supposed to do that. Had Safari and Erica took their time and not rush it, they may have lasted longer, or they may have known, hey, with this we shouldn't do this. Now, when I seen the clip of him saying, "Yeah, I was still banging Erica last month, and I don't have to tell Amara," I'm like, he don't, because Amara ain't his girlfriend. Amara and Safari should stay having fun. Don't get pregnant. Don't get serious. Let that shit play out. And let it be. But the fact that the show itself, the Love and Hip Hop franchise, has turned into petty shit, fake love, attention for the show, and that's it. It ain't about is Safari still rapping? Is he still rapping in his Jamaican accent? Is he still doing that? I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. Don't make no sense. So to me, the issue I have with Mona Scott is Mona Scott played with our intelligence, making us think the show was about the music, and it only for the first or two seasons of a franchise. After that, it was a bunch of bullshit. And even if you go on, like, all the people, all the cast of the shows, let's see, let's go to Love and Hip Hop. Let me see if we show the cast of Love and Hip Hop. This Atlanta. We'll show cast. Let's look at the cast for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Cardi Red, Rashida, Mimi, Stevie J, Kurt, not Kurt holding the baby, not Kurt giving the baby a bottle. Scrap with the fat face, okay. Jocelyn, I forgot about Young Jock. Why? Girl, anyway. Mama D, Erica, Bambi. Where's Ariana? Is she a lesbian still? Tammy. When Tammy and Waka for a little minute, okay. Jessica, Sierra, Tommy, K. Michelle, Spice, and that's it. That's all they show. But the point is, it's a whole bunch of people. Okay, it's more here. K. Michelle, Spice, Scrap, Benzino, and Athena or Althea, who was on that cocaine. Craziness. Rashida Mama, Karen, honey, Nico and girl Nico and Mimi the State, Tokyo, who's been on there, Erica. I forgot Kalana was on there. Dead girl, BK, Shekinah, all the Estelita, Esperanza. Okay. Look, all these people who's been on that show, Shay Mack, Margot, all Sean Garrett, Pooh, Safari, all these people who used to be on the show, Tiffany, all Treasure, all these folks who was on the show, and they ain't no more. They ain't no more. Mona Scott was on some bullshit. Mona Scott was on some bullshit and fooled all of us. Okay? Now, next up, Andy Cohen. Now, I'm going to stick to 2 shows with Andy Cohen because I feel like it's really only about, in my opinion, the Housewives of Atlanta and the Housewives of Potomac, because those are 2 black shows. And when I looked up the producer credits on IMDb, he didn't have any producer credits for Married to Medicine. Okay, remind, it was more and more folks, but I could not name them all. But Andy does not have any producer credits for. Am I on the right one? Yes. Andy did not have any producer credits for Married to Medicine. However, the New York, Orange County, Atlanta, Girls Trip, Below Deck, he does do Atlanta. He does do Potomac. The other shows I don't really care about like that or whatever, because we, gonna leave it to Potomac and Atlanta. Okay. We know he did, the Andy, what was it called? Watch What Happens Live, Top Chef. Again, all these other shows that he has producer credits on. That, is fine back in the day. But we're gonna leave it to the 2 black shows that we watch currently. Now, for House of the Potomac, it doesn't have him listed as a producer after 2022. And it's the same thing. Well, no, this for that. So I think he may not be producing on that show anymore, because he's also not listed for producing for the Below Deck Mediterranean. But he's still listed as a producer for Atlanta. Okay, for Atlanta. Now, for me, the reason I feel that Andy did fuck shit up, Housewives was supposed to be a look beyond the gates of what we can afford, a whole other lifestyle of the rich and famous housewives of these cities. Atlanta, to me, their first season. Now I know this is from season 2. I did not find one from season 1. So I was like, whatever. And it's maybe season 3 because it's Phaedra. Whatever. I feel like we didn't really see this fancy, rich lifestyle because we now know most of them wasn't really rich. They was like kind of rich, but not all the way rich, okay? And even with the first season of Potomac, we know some folk was faking this and faking that. You know what I'm saying? I did not watch the first season of Potomac. I did not know that Ashley was on season 1. I don't remember Katie. I started watching on season 2. I only seen like clips of season 1. However, I still feel like Andy fooled us for all the shows, kind of, but especially for the black ones. We're not really seeing any fabulous lives like we thought we would. Okay, we're seeing bullshit. They turned the show into fussing and arguing other black people, going to lunch and fussing, going on trips and fussing, fuss. We're not seeing how any of them make their money. You know what I'm saying? And that aggravates me because it's just not what we thought it would be. And while some of the other white shows is a bit more, we see fancy houses, we see fancy trips. They still fuss and argue too, but a part of me feel like, are they trying to keep the black shows not as fancy as the white shows? Is that why we're not seeing the actual building of empires and we're not seeing their lives for real, like we are seeing on other franchises? So a part of me is angry with Andy because he is, in my opinion, holding back the black cast. And not solely him, but the producers and production. It aggravates me. Now, I feel like a lot of fights have happened over the years with them too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, folks have hit below the belt, did this and did that. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of moments over the years. And the current seasons just don't match the previous seasons. It feels forced. And I fully blame production. Yes, Atlanta was attainable wealth. But I feel like even now, we're not really seeing that. Because Sheree is living in a house. I don't know how she affords it. Like, we don't know. Like, Sheree was never rich. Sheree was just married to Bob. And when Sheree and Bob divorced, you know what I'm saying? It was so like, how was Sheree making her money? Like, what does Sheree do to earn income? Is she playing the stock market? Is she a madam? Do she sell socks? Because she don't sell clothes. Okay, what is she doing? Marlo, where does her money come from? Even Kenya, the fact that we're not seeing Kenya's hair, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, Drew, what does Ralph do? How is Drew and Ralph paying the mortgage? I'm just wondering. Even for Potomac, you know what I'm saying? We know Robin ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? But how is Giselle making money? What is Giselle doing? Besides stirring pots and then looking at them on her phone. Like, what is going on? So a part of me feel like, Potomac and Atlanta is like, what's happening? What is going on? Like, say that Mia was supposedly wealthy with Gordon's money, and now they may be destitute. How's that happening? Seeing Nene right here. Greg borrowed $10,000. Greg borrowed $10,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? I miss the authenticness of the shows. You know what I'm saying? I miss that. Even seeing, Portia and Cindy over there finna fuss and fight. Kim Fields around there. Don't come at me about my no, don't talk to me. No, it was Ashley saying Don't raise your voice in your mama's house. Kenya in the bullhorn, like a whole bunch of stuff. But I feel like the authenticness of us getting a peek beyond, something that we don't have. You know what I'm saying? Where is that now? Now the season is about fussing, fighting, and arguing. Tossing stylists, flicking folk, you know what I'm saying? All up and through. What is going on? Okay? Lying ass Phaedra, boring ass Drew, and Ralph, who is either really divorced or fake. I don't know. They're divorced. Well, I don't know. I don't know yet if Ralph and Drew was faking it or not. At all. Aggressive ass Robin, activated Candy, Kenya going at Marlo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what it has become. And it's less about showing the wonderful lives of these women. And that's what I want the show to get back to. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit. So that, to me, is how Andy failed. Okay, so Motor Sky Young failed. Shawnee has failed. Andy has failed, if you ask me. And now, lastly, because I did not want to be on here too long, we're going to get into Carlos, punk ass King. Now, while I have enjoyed the last two interviews that Carlos has done with Nene and with Kenya, and I feel like he's probably going to interview the other housewives too, except Candy. I can't see him interviewing Candy. I don't think Candy's going to do that. Carlos, to me, is so preoccupied with Bravo because he worked there first as an EP. He's still holding on to that, and he should not. That his own shows is failing. Now, Love and Marriage Huntsville came first. We then had Love and Marriage DC, the first season, which was a bunch of bullshit. And the second season, I didn't watch all the way. I watched one episode of the Love and Marriage Detroit, one episode and a whole bunch of clips. And I was like, it just gave Carlos in these shows are just a copy of the Housewife franchise. It's just called Love and Marriage. Same thing. It ain't nothing wrong. And look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But Carlos is failing because Carlos to me is obsessed with Housewives of Atlanta being a great show because he used to produce on it. Carlos has been gone from Atlanta since season 9. We are in season 5. I'm sorry, we're in season 15. That was 6 seasons ago. He's been gone for 6 seasons. Why are you obsessed with the show? Why? For what? Poor K. Thank you for the super chat. What's up with Candy and Carlos? Well, Candy accused Carlos of trying to steal her life story with Escape, and Carlos has never replied to it. So I don't see them. I don't see Candy going on Carlos' podcast to talk to him. I think he would have to come on her podcast to talk to her. So I don't see that happening. But you know what I'm saying? They ain't, that's the whole issue between them two. Because we think he's a thief. We shall see. Now, again, Carlos' obsession with the show, to me, is ruining his shows. Love and Marriage Huntsville was a good show. However, they're following the exact same storylines. Like, no one is trying to act. Now, I want to say some people are not trying to actively move over or move on, move past things. I feel like Carlos is not helping things by being the shit-stirring imposter. Because we should not be still trying to force Mel to be friends or friendly with Martell for the show. Let them live their lives on the show separately. And if she don't want to deal with him, she should not have to. But I don't like they be forcing it. It's weird to me. Now, once he did Love and Marriage Huntsville, I feel like he, found these people who had issues, and that was exploited. The whole coleslaw thing, sad baby, all these things, how toxic Maurice and Martell and Marceau are, is crazy. But Carlos seemed to feel like because it's drama, it's gonna be love. It's like, no ma'am, no sir. Now when he did Love and Marriage DC, trying to base that on Monique and Chris, and then we seen that marriage going down the drain. They then did not want to come back for season 2. They did not even shoot new promo with the new people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they just kind of filled the space with Adam, Joy, and Clinton in or whatever, brought Winter back. And I like Winter. I do. And I feel like had Carlos not been trying to shove it in Bravo's face that Monique left y'all and not she over here with me, if you would have based the show on genuine connections, it wouldn't have been a train wreck season 1. And we still waiting for season 2 to finish out, even though they've already filmed the reunion. I've never known for a show to film the rest of a second season and film the reunion before the show even airs. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, is it because he's obsessed with Bravo and Bravo, Atlanta, and Potomac, and also Married to Medicine? Because if you are EP, are you an EP or a YouTuber or interviewer? Like, you're so focused on doing, and I get you do not want to put all your eggs in one basket, but why not take time trying to promote your own shows, your own cast? Like, you're interviewing people on other networks and not your own people about your own shows. And when he do, when he did have some of the cast from, the DC show and the Detroit show, I don't think it got as many views. And Carlos wants the views. I also feel like he's like, okay, if I get any that helps people see my other stuff. So I get it's a part of promotion. You know what I'm saying? However, it's crazy to me that we see you more enthusiastic and more supportive and more embracing to people who aren't on your actual shows. And not only that, why are you not pushing your people to talk to YouTubers who review the shows? Because that's how we get folks to watch y'all shit. But no, Carlos, in my opinion, wants his cast to be just to him, or just to him and like 1 or 2 YouTubers. That's Carlos, I think, is also on. But I'm like, why are y'all not using social media and the people who promote our shows, the YouTubers, to promote the shit? Because Carlos is focused on Bravo and Housewives and interviewing and podcasting. Love and Married Detroit, for me, it just did not feel like Detroit. I feel like Carlos, who is from here, he is from Detroit. I feel like he used that I'm from Detroit, it's Detroit. And it ain't Detroit. Nobody here is talking about the show. No one. No one. Because it's not promoted right. It don't feel like Detroit. It doesn't. But he's too busy, and again, I'm not mad at him for interviewing Kenya or Nene or whoever, because again, he can easily get those interviews because he worked with them. He's a producer. He has connections. But I'm like, you should use those connections to get your shit promoted. Period. And I feel like he's just not doing things the right way. If something you're doing isn't working, you need to change it. And I think he hasn't changed. I think he's focused on the wrong thing. He's focused on trying to fix Atlanta's ratings. Fix your own, because Love and Marriage Detroit, which is the current show that was airing, was having like less than 200,000 views. While Bravo and Atlanta Housewives was having at least 700,000 ups. I think the highest I seen was like 900 and like maybe 16,000, and that's like same day. That doesn't include streaming. So while you around here trying to advise how to fix Atlanta, how about you fix Huntsville, DC, and Detroit? Thank you, Diva. How about that? How about that? Like the show he did, Grown and Gospel. Will that show even come back? Will it? And the gotcha is, it's not only because it's not. Also, he had other shows too. He had R&B Divas, Bell Collective, and the Encore. All shows that were supposed to be about encouraging, embracing, and being supportive of other Black women. And that shit is not that. I said Bell Collective is a sham. You hear me? A sham of itself. Because it's not about being supportive to other women. It isn't. At all. Now, when I looked up Carlos King's producer credits, okay, boom, pow, pow. Carlos King's producer credits, again, Love and Marriage Huntsville, we know. Detroit, Bell Collective, Grown and Gospel. Did anybody even watch Grown and Gospel? DC, he did K. Michelle's Still Killer Body, the Encore. And Encore was supposed to have a second season. We ain't synced it. That aired 2 years ago. Behind Every Man, the Gucci Mane. I forgot Gucci Mane them had a show that one time. The Next 15, which had, I think it had Claudia Jordan on it. I also did not know that he was the producer on that show called Southern in ATL. That was his show. Hollywood Divas, as well as R&B Divas. The mini series. I'm saying he did a season of Love and Hip Hop. So look, he has been producing on all. He did a season of Don't Be Tardy for the Party. Carlos has been, in the field for a long time. So my thing is, why your shows ain't doing what they're supposed to do? What's happening? What's going on? Okay? Because in my opinion, it could all be better. All of it. But Carlos likes to complain about Bravo, about how they produce and what they got going on. But your shit ain't popping off. It's bullshit. Where is the second season of the Encore? Why can't you bring back the Diva show? Why you gonna have Selena on Bell Collective? Why is Love and Marriage Huntsville, DC, and Detroit boring? Focus on that. So Carlos loves, in my opinion, making it seem like his shows are about marriages and love and working things out and being supported. And that ain't what it is. Because the fact that Martell was a cheater from the beginning. Monique and Chris, signs of the divorce coming. Jamie seems controlling. Ashley seemed like a bitch. Anthony seemed like a punk ass. Brandon was a cheater. Russell too quiet. So I'm like, you have these shows on, but you're not putting the same effort. You're not putting your face forward for your own shows like you do Bravo shows. Why are you around here trying to promote and save Atlanta. When you have your own franchise, until your franchise have winning numbers, keep promoting. Every time I do an interview with Nene, Kenya, whoever, instead of having commercials that you make in your closet about your merch, why are you not having commercials to promote your shows? Tell me, folks, watch Bell Collective, watch this, watch that, watch. No, you want to promote your merch, which we know you stole from Alex, because Alex has been allegedly for years. You hear me? So my issue with each producer is each of them made a mock. Andy, to me, Nene is a talented monster, meaning she's talented and we love her. She's a legend in the reality world. However, Andy helped create, she helped create him. They helped create each other. But look at how she can't do shit right now. Mona Scott Young helped create the monster that was DJ and Jocelyn on some bullshit. And many other people. Johnson's probably the most monster she made. Okay. Shawnee, to me, created the monster that is Evelyn. The same way that Carlos is the king of pushing Martell's buttons, and Martell is, and I won't say push his buttons. I would say Carlos the king of letting Martell's buttons be pushed and not addressed. Meaning we know that Martell be on some bullshit, and Carlos to me does not hold him accountable, because the fact that Carlos has not commented at all on the allegations that Martell was trying to put out revenge on Mel, why has that not been addressed? That was all over the blogs. The fact he also did not, comment on Candy saying he tried to, he stole Escape Life Story and tried to trick Mama Joyce into doing interviews for an unauthorized movie. That was also all over the blogs. He ain't say shit. So while I appreciate what he has created, I appreciate the hard work that Andy and Shawnee and Mona Scott and Carlos have put into creating themselves as EPs and having deals with these studios. I also feel like y'all can do better. Period. And that don't mean, Carlos, send folks to my channel. No, use your own platform, Carlos, but promote your own shit. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm going to promote my own shit every day. Period. I don't care if I have 5 waters or 200 or whatever. I'm going to still promote my shit until I am where I'm supposed to be. Okay? But that is my life. Okay? Look. We did it. We did it. And we did it without needing a chairlift. Okay? We did all that and did not need a chairlift to get us up out of here. Okay? Look. I hope y'all had a good time with me tonight. Girl, this hair, I gotta put up a ponytail. I hope y'all had a good time with me tonight. Okay, a good conversation was had. Okay, more than likely I will be back on live tomorrow for whatever is going on in the news, in the blogs, whatever. Okay, or I might just review Atlanta. I don't know. I gotta see, but I want y'all to be sure to like the video. Okay. To share the video, okay, to subscribe to my channel, become a whole JayBird, okay, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, I will see y'all tomorrow. A good time was had. I am thirsty. I'm tired, but I love the conversation. Okay, I'm trying to get to the point where we are always around here, just having conversation, about this and that and this. Okay. Because there would not always be stuff to talk about. And so that's my point. Okay. But a great time was had, y'all. Y'all know I love you all. I love you all. I want y'all to be safe I want y'all to have a great day. I want y'all to make smart decisions. If you work at a school, don't get drunk at school. Okay? If you are a handyman, don't kick in the door of the people. Okay? I want y'all to be smart and safe around here. Okay? But I gotta go. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.